I am Miriam, co-founder and COO of Keto Chow.
I'm Chris, also co-founder, president, and the technical guy behind Keto Chow. If you are brand new to Keto Chow, it's a nutritionally complete meal designed to make doing keto easy. We also have some electrolyte supplements that are amazing for everyday use and for keeping the dreaded keto flu away.
Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the little bell icon for updates on all our Keto Chow happenings. These live streams help us be accountable and stay on track. Thanks so much for joining us on our keto journey. Are you making fun of me?
Line.
I knew what I was going to say. I just wanted to say it at you.
Oh, okay. Let's say hi to everybody.
You need to lean this way a little.
That's as far over as I can lean.
Or the camera needs to be turned.
It looks fine to me. The Keto Chow logo is right in the middle, and my head is just right in between.
Your head is just a little bit.
Anyway, Jennifer is here from Indianapolis.
Hi, Jennifer.
Dennis is here. So is Jackie, which Jackie just finished making pumpkin spice Keto Chow chaffles with cream cheese.
Oh, that sounds good.
Nice. Jackie's super tired. I am super tired too.
I'm tired too. I actually had a headache earlier today.
Let's see. Jennifer is here. Kel in Michigan is watching from Taylor, Michigan.
Hi, Kel.
Stwong is here. Semi-retired Bob is here, and so is Lori.
Hi, Lori.
Rick Wynn says hi, everyone. Jazz Puppy's here, and so is Christy Davis.
Hi,
Shauna
Christy.
is here.
Hi, Sean.
Says ding ding.
Ding ding.
Mike is here, so is Victorious is about to drive, so we'll be listening and not interacting. You ear hustle
That's okay.
all
You just
want.
be safe driving.
Carrie's here. Hi, Carrie. Brenda says hello, Keto Chow folks.
Hi, Brenda.
Heath
Hi
has his cap locks on
everybody.
and is yelling. Hey to everybody.
Everyone, check it out.
Jamie says hello all.
Hello.
Joanne is here from Mesa, Arizona.
Hi, Joanne.
Care Bear says my hubby says Keto Chow is on live. Yes, we are. Bert says I got my eggnog, so I was so bummed when it was gone. So we sent out an email today that said that we had some additional.
We had a little shipment.
A little bit of eggnog. I forgot that you actually have to click on it.
Wow.
It doesn't just pop up when you mouse over it. So pumpkin spice is up here at the top. The eggnog it automatically moves down to the bottom section when it sells out.
Oh, right there. You just passed it.
Yep. So
right
eggnog is out of stock.
But are we out of stock of the big bags too?
Yes. Eggnog is completely out of stock.
I don't even think we have any for Christmas.
Well, so we ordered enough for what we thought would be sufficient.
Yeah.
And apparently it was not.
You know what? We're having Christmas in November. It's fine.
Pumpkin spice caramel, there's still a good amount.
A couple.
The single meals and the bulk 21s. But
which means pumpkin sausage soup is on the menu.
I don't know if it fits in your macros right now.
I already had it this macros.
Oh, that's right. You had some today.
No, I didn't have it today. I had it last week.
Somebody microwaved some today. Anyway.
It was probably Max, because Max always takes my pumpkin sausage soup.
No, I mean at work somebody was microwaving some. You could smell it. It has a distinct smell.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyway, Shauna says, I got to see a beautiful double rainbow today. It was gorgeous.
Wow.
It has been raining nonstop all day here.
All day.
It's fantastic.
That's why my hair looks funny on top, because it got wet.
Chrissy says I made tomato basil chaffles to eat with some soup. So good, I can't believe I didn't try this sooner.
Yummy, yummy.
Jeremy's here from Wesson, MS. Is that Missouri or Mississippi?
Mississippi is MI.
No, that's Michigan.
You
states with M's? Nope. I quit them entirely.
You know what? We could just, remember from grade school.
Nope. I'm not going to remember from grade school. Patsy is here from Blackfoot.
Missouri.
He says dorks. Patty says, hi, Keto Chow peeps. So thankful for Keto Chow ice cream keeping me fed through my COVID experience last week.
Patty.
Mostly just a very sore throat.
I'm sorry you were sick.
So I had Ninja Creamy twice today with chocolate Keto Chow ice cream.
That sounds good to me, except I'm cold today.
I even let you taste some of it because I knew that you would ask, you would want to taste it. And everyone, Kirsten's like, did you bring enough spoons for everyone to have some? I'm like, no, this is my breakfast.
This is my food.
But speaking of Patty, wanted to point out that this next weekend.
Not this weekend.
Not
the
this
weekend
weekend.
after.
So if we go to meetup.com.
We are having our Utah meetup at Keto Chow, and we're
Yes.
having Amy Berger and Steve from Series Keto are joining us. They're going to talk. We're going to get to rub shoulders with them.
Yep.
And it'll be really fun.
Now, we're also going to be broadcasting it for people who aren't local. I'm probably going to schedule that video this week. Can I make that big?
I don't know.
Nope. Anyway, because I'm not logged in. That's coming up this next week. So that's
That'll be
one thing
so
that we wanted to
fun.
talk about.
It'll be so fun.
Let's see. Shauna says, I got a bag of s'mores. Nice. Exposing Darkness is here. Ellie, or Elle, says, I'm ready for my trip to Florida with my Keto Chow.
Yay!
Let's see. Carrie wants to know how he can make Keto Chow ice cream with coconut milk. I've actually never tried making it with
instead
coconut
of water. Just throw that keyboard anywhere.
milk. Yeah, I've never tried it.
I've had it with coconut
Coconut cream.
And I've
Coconut
had it with,
milk tends to have a bit
coconut-
more carbs than I
Yeah,
personally would like.
that's true. But you
But-
could do it.
Oh.
What am I saying? Coconut oil. I've had it with coconut oil.
Rosemary says, thanks again for paying for the summit. Couldn't have seen it without you guys, the PhD
I'm so
summit.
glad you got to watch it.
Jackie says, I'm too tired to type out all the @ symbols.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know. I'm with you because it's on your phone and then you have to figure out how to spell it.
Now, interestingly enough, you don't actually have to put the @ symbol in front of somebody's name.
You just have to type their name.
If I'm on a live stream and somebody writes Chris,
You'll see it.
it highlights it anytime somebody says Chris. And if I accidentally log into a live stream as Keto Chow
Then you
and
can
people
write
mention
Keto
Keto Chow, it highlights everywhere that they said Keto
Ooh,
Chow.
so nice.
Anyway, Tanya is here. Song says, I guess while I'm here, I should open it. My last Keto
You
Chow
should.
shipment.
Woohoo.
Chrissy says, there isn't any more eggnog. Not for this season.
Sorry.
It's sold out. And
I know. What a
so,
bummer.
like, we could order more right now, and in about
wouldn't be
4
here in
months, we
time.
would get it. So
Such a bummer.
it'll be ordered next season, next winter. Virginia says, pumpkin sausage soup, yeah.
Right?
Paris says, hello, Utah kids.
Yeah.
Lori says, yeah, it's so dark and dreary here in Utah.
Yeah. It was really, really dreary.
Yeah, Exposing Darkness says, yeah, when I placed the order last week, the pumpkin spice was not showing the single packs. That's because we got
it
some more.
today.
And we
and
only
it's
had a
gone.
limited amount.
Today.
No, the pumpkin we still have.
Oh.
It's the eggnog that we're
Tiny
sold
bit.
out of.
We have a tiny bit.
Yes, a very tiny bit. Super
Mm-hmm.
limited quantity. Carrie passed hardware part of the A test,
Yay,
A plus today. That's
Carrie,
fantastic.
Good job.
Alyssa says Mississippi. Okay, so
Yes, I was right.
good
was
job
right.
being right.
Yay.
Serena says, hi, it's been snowing all day in Montana.
Oh,
nice.
wow. Yeah, it's been raining here. I'm
And
glad
Shauna
it's been
says, it's
snowing.
raining here too. We need it. 2
Yay.
years ago, 5 friends had houses burned down this time of
Oh,
year.
that's sad.
Lena says, yeah, the rain is super fantastic, but it made for an almost
Oh my
2-hour
goodness.
commute home.
Yes, because she has to drive far away, and it's just so crazy
And
out
Dennis
there.
is getting sleet. Patty, the teacher, points out that Missouri is MO. I did know that
yes.
Missouri is MO. Ellen is
MI
here.
is Michigan. We do
Yep.
this every time. Missouri,
Yep.
Michigan, Mississippi is MS.
Mike says it rained in Las Vegas all afternoon.
Yay! we
Bring
got
on the
it. We're all
rain.
together. Yay!
See, that's what I get so upset about the East Coast getting rain. It needs to come on our side.
I know we never get any rain. It was so lovely that it rained today.
Patty says I should be all better by the meetup. Nice.
Yay.
Margie says good evening, Chris and beautiful Miriam.
Hi, Margie.
He says he told me to say hi to everyone, so I did. In standard Chris form, you have to throw barbs at me. Hello.
Yeah. Sorry.
That's right.
It's because we love you.
Exposing Darkness says I really wanted to come to the meetup, but airfare is too high and you are too
I
far
know,
away.
I'm
Well, you'll be able to
sorry.
watch it at
That's
least.
right.
Song says I'm planning on coming. While I'm out there, I'm just wondering if Redman does tours or if I need to pre-schedule.
Oh, they do not do tours.
Well, you
They
can.
used to.
Because it's a food production facility, the amount of hoops they have to go
It's a
through
lot of work.
with like all the regulatory agencies, like it's almost like they have to do a background check on everybody who's going to do a tour. And so they don't do as many of them as they used to. And when they do them, they have to be scheduled far in ahead. You could try,
Yeah, you could always
but
call them
it's like a 2-hour drive
from here.
from here to there, and then 2 hours
well,
back.
and Salt Lake, where you'd fly into Salt Lake, right? And it's 2 hours from Salt Lake.
Alyssa wants to know how long until new versions of Keto Chow hit our mailboxes. So from the time we decide to make a change, like for instance, less acacia gum, to when it's done and released, it can take anywhere from, seriously, 3 months to a year. Because it depends on how much stock we have on hand, how big of a change it is. Do we already have orders in place with our suppliers?
Also, we need packaging
for the other stuff. Like we made the change for less acacia gum, but we already had stuff going with the packaging printed.
Yep, so we need to keep that the same.
Yeah, so it can take quite a while.
Yeah, so usually we don't talk about it ahead of
Talk
time.
about Bruno.
So we don't have to talk about it for our whole lives.
But once it hits the change log, well, it's there.
Yeah, but you could put it in the change log when you want to talk about it.
Yeah, there was a pretty funny thread on the Keto Chow Facebook support group where somebody was saying, you know, Keto Chow's made all these huge changes in the last year since I tried it last, and now there's all these problems. And someone's like, have you read the change log? Because most of the stuff in the change log is like, like the biggest change was the magnesium. We had to switch from one to another, and then we switched back again. But aside from that, most of the changes are, we tweaked the acacia gum a little, or Chris messed up on the packaging and we had to fix a typo, so we bumped the version number. Like, it happens a lot. I should fire myself.
Why do you keep making typos?
I don't know. Anyway, so there aren't a lot of changes, and the ones that are there are documented. So, but Glenda is getting ready for the tropical storm in Florida. Didn't you guys just have a storm?
Yeah. Why are you having another one of those?
Guys, send your stuff our way.
Oh, I'm sorry. I hope you guys are safe. Glenda, be safe, okay?
Oh, L says it's L.
It's just L.
It's L. There you go. Craig says, hey, y'all. Swank says, I got my recipe box.
Craig.
Speaking of which,
yeah,
it's our first Black Friday deal. Any orders over $200.
Yep.
Now, if it's a subscription that's recurring, that doesn't go through the regular channel, so that won't get it. But any other orders that are over $200, get a free recipe box that comes with recipes.
It has 20 recipe cards that are fairly new recipes, and they're yummy.
And today, Jen said, do walk-ins get the recipe box too? I'm like,
heck yes.
Well, yeah, because we don't have to ship it to them. That's a win for me.
Well, because they fall under the criteria of what we've said for it to be. That's why.
Ready Set Keto is here. I'm guessing that's James.
Hello.
Mike says, I like the hotel you guys recommend for Keto Salt Lake, so I'm staying there again for the meetup. You like the sweets there.
Nice.
Bird Loves Paint finally ordered the My Chow surprise kit.
Nice.
There you go.
I'm so happy for you.
Shauna says, eggnog for Valentine's. There you go.
Right? Eggnog for Valentine's.
Jennifer says, you must be special. I don't get highlights. Dennis says, I'm bringing eggnog singles for trade. Ella wants a raspberry cheesecake. Will it ever come in for me to try?
I want that too.
I actually have not heard any news.
It's so sad.
On raspberry cheesecake. The issue became the flavor was wrong.
The entire truckload.
Well, the entire batch of flavor did not taste right. Redone. And so.
But we caught it before it was packaged, so that's good.
And our manufacturing team caught it, and they were like, this kind of tastes weird. Can you guys test that? We tested it, and it was like, no. So we haven't heard any news on when that's going to be coming back and what the fix is for all of that. So I have no news for you. Holly says there's 670 pumpkin singles left.
That's not very much.
Janice says I ordered 2 big bags of pumpkin spice today.
Like tonight. So if you want to get the pumpkin, that singles, you should grab them right now. Because if you don't, they will be gone tomorrow.
And Brenda says I ordered eggnog extract You could add that to vanilla keto chow. Yes, you can.
Brenda, you're so smart. What a good idea.
In fact, there are several threads on the Keto Chow subreddit where a person has been going through and trying different weird stuff with with the vanilla. They're even trying some savory stuff with the vanilla.
Oh, good. How fun.
My personal recommendations with the vanilla are throw some cocoa powder in.
Yeah, and then it's just chocolate.
And it's like an Oreo shake like you wouldn't believe. Or
peanut flour.
no, a couple of blueberries.
Oh yeah.
Not a lot of blueberries. Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Exposing Darkson says, I was hoping, speaking of blueberry, I was hoping blueberry was going to be here for the holidays.
Us too. It's such a bummer.
Christy says, have you ever thought about making a white chocolate flavor? I did.
Wait, you know, we've tried white chocolate.
White chocolate macadamia. That one was weird.
It did not taste very good. Which is too bad, because white chocolate macadamia cookies are amazing. Right.
Jackie says, if a recipe calls for coconut or almond milk, what's a good substitute? I never buy those. You know what? You can probably just use water.
You know how often I use
water and
a little bit of heavy cream and water? It works great. Totally great.
Lisa says, I got back from St. George and heard the sad news about eggnog.
I'm sorry.
And Holly says, yeah, it'll probably be gone by tomorrow. Risa Kyo says, this time change has messed me up so much this week. We keep on, it's like 6 o'clock at night.
Didn't even notice.
And we're like, what time is it? Is it midnight already?
It's 6 o'clock and we're like, it's time for bed. Well, why are we not just listening to our bodies and going to bed? That's the problem.
Really? He says MS is no bueno, and I should know.
Oh yeah, let's not recommend. I do not recommend MS.
Mike says Emmy is Maine. Exposing Darkness says I got the recipe box months ago. Are you, the one you guys are giving away is the same? Yes, it is the same one.
Yep.
Janice says I got a tortilla press. So much fun Keto Chow tortillas on the horizon.
Yes. Oh, I have a tortilla press too. Why
you do.
Am I not making
I don't know.
Right now?
You made me get you one. Chrissy says I love all the chocolate flavors. They're wonderful, hot, which is perfect when it's cold and dreary outside.
Yes.
Annabella's here. So congratulations, Miriam, on your weight loss.
Thank you.
Let's see. Bird Loves Paint says, how about gingerbread availability? As far as I know, we have
it's still there.
Gingerbread in good supply.
I think we have some.
We ordered a good amount, and
and it's delicious. I wish I had that right now. Why are we talking about food? Oh, because we're a food channel.
Yep.
I shouldn't be hungry though, because I just ate really a lot of beef rib. I can tell you exactly how much beef rib I ate. Do you want to know?
Yeah, Miriam smoked beef ribs today.
I had 188 grams of beef rib.
Which was so insanely
so good.
Filling,
and
you could barely finish it.
4 tablespoons of butter. Because I had to get my fat in for the day.
Dennis wants to know, did Eric Westman and Amy make the Redman tour? Yes, they did.
Yep.
When we had Keto Salt Lake. Rita says, have you gotten the caramel macchiato with no coffee yet?
No.
We're still working on that. I think we're pretty close. I actually think we're having better luck with the Irish cream with no caffeine. But we're still working on it.
It's been kind of more challenging than we
because it has to
anticipated.
taste exactly the same.
Yes, and we like the way it tastes, so we don't want to change that. So we got to keep tweaking and tweaking and tweaking.
Sean says, my recipe box is getting full. Are the recipe boxes still available standalone? Yes, they are. Renee Keto says, love the recipe box. And Lori likes the little slit at the top.
I do too. It's so cute.
Hold stuff.
I actually really like putting recipes up because if I put them on the counter, I will spill food all over them. Like, it doesn't matter. That's just how it works.
I got it wrong. James is watching the election. What the heck?
You know what? Every time she gets on and says it's her, and then you say that it's James, and she's like, everybody thinks it's him, but it's really me.
Liz says, hi guys, I was afraid you wouldn't make the, I wouldn't make the, you, that's,
the live
Linda wouldn't make the live.
Well, I'm glad you're here, Linda.
Jennifer says, the suspense is killing me. What will come first, midterm election results or raspberry cheesecake? Probably the
Definitely the election results.
Yeah.
Sorry about that.
Mike says, I have 2 boxes already. I bought bland index cards for recipes, and with all the cards you sent, I'm filling them up fast. Or blank. There you go. Annabelle says, did you get the recipe box from the New Zealand company? Unfortunately, no. They take up so much space.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry.
So the Source, which sells Keto Chow in New Zealand,
they're so cute.
they're actually having a hard time with anything but
Yeah, just
air
getting it in
freight.
there.
We shipped a bunch of stuff by boat, and I don't know if it's even arrived yet. Like 6 months, and it's still in transit.
It's such a pain in the butt.
Yep. Let's see. Elisa's cardamom, ground clover, nutmeg, cinnamon equals carrot cake with vanilla. Hey, there you go. Nice. Our friend Auntie's mom tried the Keto Chow gingerbread. She said she was pleasantly surprised.
Okay, so my friend who lives across the street, which we talk about all the time, she took and made the PSMF bread and put gingerbread in it.
Oh, Keto Chow? Okay.
Yeah, and then she also made like a sweet butter that we put on there.
Oh.
It was really good.
Is that the weird butter that's in the fridge in that little container?
Yeah, it's really good.
I thought that was Texas Roadhouse frosting.
That's what it looks like.
Yes.
Except it's keto.
Anyway, Visual Keto is here. Welcome.
Hello, how are you?
Dennis says I put blackberries in my gingerbread Keto Chow today. And it was interesting. Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
68 Sandra K says your gingerbread Keto Chow for your cookie recipe. Oh, my wonderful. My sugar-eating friends love them too.
It's a great recipe. Yeah, we need to make that. It's so good.
Sean says, yeah, 5:30, 6 p.m. It's dark and I'm tired.
Yep.
Oh, I'm late for work. We're generally at 8 p.m.
Oh,
Wow.
no.
He says, was there a time change? Yes, it happened on Sunday.
Yep.
The funny thing is, the sun's doing the same thing it was.
Yeah.
Like Shane says, they use the tortilla press to make ravioli.
Oh, that's a good
Sonia
idea.
is here. Welcome, Sonia.
Hi, Sonia.
Carrie says, I just pulled out a roast that I cooked a while ago and cut it up. Holly says, a great supply of gingerbread. It should last through Christmas, right? Hi, here's Ruth.
Hi.
I'm glad you got home
Do you like
safe.
my cool new gloves?
Yeah,
So
they're
cool.
skeleton-y.
Mike got Buffalo Wild Wings today for the first time in months.
I made dinner. It's beef ribs.
They're
really,
beef ribs,
really
mom
good.
smoked beef ribs.
They're
And
like
it's in a red
this big.
covered thing.
Here, I'll show you my Instagram
And
post.
the
There's a
rib,
picture
the
of
bones
it.
are that big.
They're so
Anyway,
big.
Already cooked?
Yeah,
yeah,
you
it's
just
already
need to
cooked. No,
just
we're not
pull
done. We're
like
going right
half of a beef rib off
Yeah,
and heat it up in
now.
the
I
microwave.
challenge you to eat more
No,
than
no, no.
half.
You can't
Wait,
eat.
how
You
much
can't eat
did
more
you
than
do?
half.
I ate half.
It's so
Of one.
filling.
Half
Like,
of one?
I cut the meat off
There you go.
You'd
and
be
I ate
surprised.
half
I
of one.
literally
That's what it
have
looks
only
like.
eaten a little bit all day, so I bet I could eat.
I highly doubt it.
Do you
Well,
want to come in
I wanna
here and
take
eat
that
on the
challenge.
camera?
I've never eaten more than
Like,
half
on
of a
camera,
beef
I'll
rib.
sound like a weird gerbil.
Mom, I did
The kids
come
just
to
got home, by the
knowledge
way.
that
That what?
my friend,
Everybody can hear you. You're okay sharing all this news?
sure, she's not Episcopalian.
She's awesome.
Pescatarian.
And we're
Oh.
like, what?
Episcopalian, pescatarian.
Same thing.
We're like, what?
That's
The
really
meat.
Well,
okay.
but she eats fish.
Yeah, that's a plus.
Fish is amazing.
Fish is
Well,
And
and Meg
eggs
is just
or not
relaxing
eggs?
and
Do
watching the
we
live.
have any shrimp?
No, we're not getting out shrimp. I made
I'm
beef
just
ribs.
going
Eat the
Go eat
food
the
in the
beef
fridge.
ribs.
Well, I want to have shrimp for breakfast tomorrow.
You can have shrimp
So
for breakfast.
buy some.
Have beef ribs for dinner.
Sean says, I volunteer to accept others' caramel macchiato with coffee, and you need to pass it on. We also have a bunch of charcuterie stuff.
Oh,
like
leftover.
the
There's
salami that's
cheese
sliced up.
and-
It's in a gallon-sized bag in the fridge.
Is it by the Caprese salad?
Yes, that we
Maybe.
didn't eat for dinner. Whoops. I made that for Haley.
Annabelle made up grape
fine.
and peaches and cream keto chow for the first time. And you can't get grape anywhere right now. We're
Okay, well, show it to me after.
Serena says, I wish sweeteners were carnivore. Yeah, that's, yeah. Virginia says, what about a chocolate mint flavor like Girl Scout Thin Mint? We have that.
Yes, we do.
And it's fantastic.
It's one of my favorites.
and you can heat it up.
It's so good hot.
Yeah,
And
we've
we
got
mix it with
chocolate mint.
butter. Oh, it's so good.
Bertolus Payne says, I'm going to do beef ribs tomorrow. I was just so
Do
surprised.
it.
I went to Costco and they had they called them plate beef ribs.
Yeah, because
And it was this
oftentimes they
square-
cut them and they call them cross-cut ribs.
Yeah. Just giant thing, and you did it. Randy says, I can't wait to try a Keto Chow this week. Randy Keto says, speaking of the recipe box, how do you all separate your cards? I go by the Keto Chow flavor used in the recipe.
Oh, you know,
Yeah, you could. I don't know.
it's funny
good
because we
question.
put the ABCs in there with it, so you could do that. However, but I organize it by what dish I'm looking for
Okay.
specifically. So
Like-
like if it's going to be a meal, I actually have
dessert
I
or
have a
something like
section
that.
in the front that's favorites that's certain ones that I've done lots of times
Okay.
are there because I don't know, I just don't want to have to look. And then I do it by like type, like meal type, like beef, chicken,
Okay.
pork, cookies, cakes.
Chrissy just ordered the big bag of
Cheesecake.
chicken soup keto chow and a bag of the pumpkin spice, and gonna make the pumpkin roll recipe from the site.
Oh, that's really good. That's a really good recipe.
Jackie says, I go by the main topic, so soup's under soup, drop biscuits under biscuits. Now, there you go. Annabelle had a lasagna for lunch.
Yummy.
Nice. Let's see. Everyone's saying hi to Ruth. Carrie says, her gloves are so bony.
Yeah.
Yes, they are. I'm not sure where she got the skeleton gloves.
I don't know.
I was at AutoZone
Uh-huh.
a couple days ago getting a replacement headlight, and they had mechanic gloves that had the bones on them.
Oh, that's funny.
Let's see. Chrissy says, I'm so excited. I miss pumpkin roll.
Yeah, it's a really good recipe.
He says, keep it up, and I'm coming over to make a plate, right?
Yes.
Jen says, yeah, the sunset was at 4:55 there.
Man.
Beth says, I'm new to the Keto Chow experience. It's all because of Bird Loves Paint. I'm really enjoying
Thanks
all the
for
flavor, all the
coming
flavor, a lot of the flavors. Me read good. Jake says, I can't decide if I want to do a scoop of Keto Chow in my coffee or make a full Keto Chow and mix it in my coffee. So that was
Do
one of the
both.
questions for today. How do you measure and mix Keto Chow for a coffee creamer?
So yeah, you could do it both ways. You could just put a little bit of powder into your coffee and mix it that way, or you can mix a full Keto Chow and then pour it in as a creamer, and then it can last a few days.
Or you can use cold coffee as the water in Keto Chow.
Right, and you can just put the coffee into the Keto Chow in the first place.
Yep. Two Queens Go Keto.
Okay.
Our friends that we met at Keto Palooza. You're so cold. Anyway, they talked about doing Keto Chow as creamer. Annabelle has two of the grapes. Judy
You're
says, I made
warm.
drop biscuits tonight. They're awesome.
Awesome.
Carrie likes pistachio hot or lemon meringue hot. I've never had
I don't think I've tried
either of those hot.
either.
Carrie says, I use coconut
I'm
oil with my
holding my
Keto Chow.
full
That's
hand.
so good. Dennis is going to bring grape, blueberry cheesecake, and red licorice Keto Chow to trade to
What
the
was
meetup.
it that made it taste like?
It was orange and black licorice that he did last
Do
time.
we have? I don't think we have any black licorice.
I have prototype stuff I can use to make some.
Oh, okay.
Well, this is how is everyone making their Keto Chow? Cream, butter, or a combo of the two? That's a good question.
Butter. When we discovered butter, it does take more work because you have to melt the butter, and so it's kind of a pain. But it tastes so good, and I feel so good when I use butter.
I prefer butter because sometimes if I use too much of the heavy cream, it does give me weird tummy problems.
Tummies.
Well, and Matthew had a question.
Okay.
Can you warm heavy whipping cream when mixing with powder to reduce clumping, or is it better to warm the water more and warm up both? I've actually never noticed clumping ever with heavy cream when I mix
Yeah.
it. But I usually use warm water just because we had an old version of Keto Chow that did clump if you didn't use warm water. And so I still, to this day, usually use warm water because, well, I'm also usually mixing it with butter.
Butter.
So,
yeah. Well, and I think something to remember is if you put the stuff in and then wait 10 minutes to close the lid and then shake it, it's gonna be clumpy because that's just the nature of a protein powder, period.
As soon as you add the powder, water
stuff
as
in,
fast as you can,
just shake it.
up.
Yeah, or mix it however you're gonna mix it. So
Yeah.
that's something to remember.
Yeah, but to Linda's question about cream, butter, or combo of the two, I butter whenever I can, cream if I have nothing mixed up ahead of time.
Yep, and then I actually used to, like, probably for a year or two after we started Keto Chow, I did
Cream and avocado
and
oil.
avocado oil. I mixed the two because it gave me higher ketones. So that's something you could keep in mind if you wanted to ever try it.
There you go. Serena says, yeah, words are hard.
They
Brandon
are.
says, I look forward to toffee and coffee.
Coffee and
Shauna uses coffee as my looking for Keto Chow with hot coffee.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah, and Shauna says, be sure to twist the lid after shaking.
Oh, yeah,
before
because
popping
you
the
don't
lid.
want it to pop and go on you.
Lynette posted the link to the pumpkin roll.
Yes, we had that 2 Sundays ago.
Yeah,
I think.
Haley's
Yeah.
getting together.
Holly made it, and it was delicious.
And she's going to make some for the meetup.
She's gonna make some for the meetup.
Kathy says I use heaping tablespoons of Keto Chow, 2 tablespoons melted butter, 4 tablespoons heavy whipping cream, blend, 2 cups of coffee.
Nice.
Janice says butter is better for me too. Yeah. And Jackie says butter, invest in an immersion blender. It does work very well.
Yeah, it does.
Sonny says I'm still doing beef, butter, bacon, and eggs for as long as I can. Oh, my nose itches. No deadline, just taking it day to day. I'm looking forward to my first Keto Chow afterwards though. Janice says tomorrow is lemon meringue tortillas with blueberry whipped cream filling.
Ooh, that sounds amazing.
Wow. Just buy wild blueberries at Walmart and mix with Keto Chow.
Yay.
Let's see. Carrie's doing organic coconut oil since it heated up in Texas. I don't have to heat the coconut oil.
Yeah, that's not a
nose
thing
itches.
here. I did coconut oil the other day with shrimp, and it was good, but I had to like scrape it out of the thing because it's cold here.
Yep. Supposing Darkson says, I guess if the beauty is if you don't like it hot, you can just cool it or turn it into a creamy. Not a quick process, but it wouldn't go to waste.
That's right.
Serena says, how much butter do you use to make your Keto Chow? Well, I wear a size 10.5 shoe, so I use a half stick of butter per serving.
My phone case is ruined.
Wow. It's interesting. But other people will use different amounts. Jackie uses 4 tablespoons. Jim likes it with 1. So there you go. Anybody else says I've only done cream for my Keto Chow.
Yeah.
I do need to try butter and avocado oil.
Yeah, give it a try.
Melissa says, pro tip, chocolate-based Keto Chows, add 1 to 2 teaspoons of instant coffee to make the chocolate taste 2x times stronger.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Jamie says, I'm obsessed with Keto Chow pancakes, total game changer. 3 eggs, 1 scoop apple pie, and a dash of baking powder smothered with butter.
I
there
love
you go.
the apple pie as pancakes too, so good call there.
Hey, Maria's here.
Marie!
Burles Paint says, I love use the already made Keto Chow with butter, pour half of my coffee, and drink the rest, mostly with butter. There you go.
There you go. Sounds good.
Let's see. Lynn is here as well, looking at cruise ports.
Ooh.
Oh, if you are going on the cruise,
The low carb cruise.
the low carb cruise, or any other cruise, generally speaking, there will be a Black Friday sale.
Oh, okay. So
Now,
you
sometimes it's just like amenities on the ship, like if you want to buy the drink package or something like that, or
whatever.
the internet. But oftentimes they will have 50% off on some of the excursions. Now, it's a lot of times still cheaper to buy the excursion when you get there, not through the cruise line. But anyway, just so you know. Next is I use warm water because I usually use coconut oil or butter.
Yeah, that's what we do too.
Oh, and Christy says a regular box of butter is $5, the cheapest brand. Anyone else seeing huge hikes? Yeah.
Yeah, we know
Butter.
that too.
This is hilarious. On Lifehacker today, they said butter prices are going up so much. Use this hack to make your own. It's like step number 1, buy cream. I'm like, well, that's going to cost more than butter.
Yeah.
And then they're like, and then you shake it up. Anyway.
And then your old fashioned butter churn.
So, Ready Set Keto says I prefer butter. James prefers heavy whipping cream.
Which works out good because then he won't steal your drink, right?
He says, I'm thinking I'm going to use a whole lot of chocolate bang and mix with chocolate Keto Chow. There's chocolate bang?
Do it.
I've never had bang before.
I am never going to have bang.
Jackie says, making Jackie's nose itch.
It's because you're so cute. We're thinking about you.
The worst part is when you're in like a hot tub or a bathtub or something like that, and your nose itches,
then
so you
like,
touch
"Oh,
it,
my
and then
face
it
is
starts
wet."
drying, and you're
Oh,
like,
my face is wet.
You have to get a towel.
It was worse when you're in a hot tub and it's snowing outside, because then if you touch your nose, then it gets cold.
Alyssa says, for creamy, invest in a Vitamix. It makes a world of difference with butter emulsion. Yes.
Yeah.
Dennis is using more than one type of fat for my Keto Chow, mostly butter. Yep. Let's see. LaShawn is here.
Hello, LaShawn.
Saying hi to everybody. Carrie says apple pie Keto Chow warm is best as well. I agree with you on that.
I like apple pie. Why are we not having more apple pie in our lives?
I don't know. Birdless Paint says I just started CGM and loving my numbers with Keto Chow 2 a day and a regular dinner.
Nice.
Let's see. Sean says all that schmony internet should be free.
Right. On the cruise.
Yeah. Holly says I'm not keto, but I love Keto Chow to start my day. I use 1 tablespoon of butter, and that is perfect. Hot chocolate is the best.
Yes, it is.
Holly also likes to swipe the returned broken
Swiper, no
packages.
swiping.
Lisa says 3 tablespoons of butter is the magic number for a fluffy texture for creamy keto chow. It just spins
Oh,
out better.
Yeah.
Okay, so I made keto chow in the Ninja Creamy twice today.
Right.
I have never, ever once in my life taken the lid off the creamy and dropped it.
Why?
I don't
Because that
know.
seems
Why would
dumb.
I do that?
Why would you want to do that?
I dropped the lid 3 times today. I dropped it twice on the first one, once on the second one, and then I dropped the metal spinny thing.
What the heck?
I don't know what's going
like,
on with me today. Yeah, it's just weird. Anyway, Jennifer says, good you're still here. I may have slipped out to order pumpkin keto chow.
Ooh.
Nice. Everyone else says, Chris, you're making my nose itchy too. Dennis says I'm making anhydrous clarified butter for ghee tomorrow. There you go.
Nice.
Reggie said Ketos just made an apple pie to freeze for cream. I have never had an
that
apple
sounds
pie
good.
creamy. I need to make that.
Do it.
Jackie says, I hope I can keep up my momentum. I hit 169.2, hoping for 145 on the cruise. Wow.
Oh, nice.
Carrie says, can I use beef tallow as a fat since I have a problem with butter now? Okay, I have tried
I don't know.
bacon fat
We have
with
had it.
chocolate keto chow, and I did not particularly like it. But
It tasted like bacon chocolate.
it did taste like bacon. Anyway, I don't know. You might be able to. You could definitely do the
You could
savory
try
ones.
melting it and see.
Okay, can you use it? Yes.
Yes.
Will you like the results? I
Maybe
don't
not.
know. Let's see. Bridget says, when you did the lab test drinking keto chow, which fat was better with the labs? Butter.
Butter's best.
Butter is best. It gave the best results. Heavy cream was a close second. I got bad results when I added MCT oil.
Isn't that interesting?
Annabelle else says, if I'm really tired, I can be clumsy. Yeah, that's right. Alyssa says, add maple extract, Chris, and try it again. There you go.
Right.
He says, bacon fat with banana keto chow sounds interesting. I mean, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, and the other problem with the bacon fat was, even though the acacia gum in keto chow allows the fat to emulsify, I ended up with this thick layer at the top, and it didn't work. It was weird.
Weird.
Okay. Well, here we got a good question. Dana wants to
Okay.
know, if you're using egg white protein in the shakes, does it change the flavor or texture of them?
I could taste it a little bit, but I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah. It really it was like secret protein.
Yeah.
So
It depends on how sensitive your tastes are.
That's true.
And I would just try a little bit at a time and then see
Yep.
what you think.
Dennis says, I saw a huge brisket at Smith's this evening. It's on sale. Ooh.
Ooh.
This says a 4-pack of butter was $8. Not sure what a 2-pack was. The 4-pack said it was special sale. Ugh.
Wow, wow, wow.
Melissa says you could add sunflower lecithin to help it mix together. But at that point, I'd rather just use butter.
Yeah.
Regina had a really good question about different fats that can be used with keto chow.
Okay.
So this is kind of going back to that. So, Regina said, I'm a truck driver over the road and can't always get heavy cream. What are some other things that I can use? We've already talked about some of them.
The avocado oil is shelf stable,
Mm-hmm.
so that you could travel with fairly easily. I mean, you may have a hard time with storage depending on how much storage you have in your truck. There are powdered fats.
There are.
Which we have an article on that, and we've talked a lot about that in the past. If you know what you're doing, I think it can be a good option for you.
Yeah.
There is shelf-stable heavy cream. It's expensive, but you can only find it in a few places, but that might be nice to keep on hand also. Butter, you could keep, depending on what kind of refrigeration you have.
Mm-hmm.
You could keep butter if you could. You can even keep butter shelf-stable for a while.
Yeah. Salted butter.
It just lasts a long
Yeah, you just
time.
need a way to heat it up. But powdered heavy cream has twice as many carbs
as liquid
as
heavy
liquid
cream.
heavy cream. And powdered butter has like 1,000 times more or something like that, or
Yeah.
100 times more.
Yeah.
It's a way more. How about that? But provided that it fits within what you're trying to do,
Yep.
the problem is that most of these the nutrition label for both of these rounds down because of the way that you have to round labels on US packaging. And so even though it says 0, it's not. So please be aware that powdered fats can be problematic.
Yep.
Now, one thing that I'm going to do, let's see, actually.
When you go on your truck?
Keto Chow camping.
Keto Chow.
Oh, we'll pull up this blog post.
Blog post. Look
This
at the
was
whole
from
packaging. Oh
so
my
in
gosh.
2018,
There's a Shasta in the back.
Miriam and I and a couple of our kids went on a 4-day, 30-mile hike. I also we went on a family vacation. I went to Scout Camp, went to Keto Fest and Low Carb USA. It was nuts.
That was a crazy month. That's
So
fun.
what I will be doing, and the 4-day, 30-mile hike, turns out I'm going to be the historian for this next go round when 3 of our kids are going on
Yeah.
that.
So we went with the first 3, and then this time we get to go the second 3.
Yes.
I think it's golden.
So, but as a historian, my job is going to be to fly around drones, use cameras and video things to take pictures and video.
Yeah, document it. For
I'm
the
going to
whole-
need some food, and
whole group.
usually they're pretty good at accommodating them. But
They're
what I'm
really
going to
good.
do is I'm going to bring a bag of chocolate keto chow, a bottle of avocado oil,
Can it be chocolate peanut butter?
sure,
Okay.
a blender bottle, a bottle brush, and some soap in a tiny bottle.
Soap in a tiny.
It works extremely well.
Yeah, we just
You-
washed it and just dumped the water
And
out.
dump it out.
Size
Yeah.
of 10.
See, grab the blender bottle, put in the avocado oil, scoop of keto chow, water, shake it up. Do it as quick as possible. Go help some kid with something for 5 minutes. Drink. Use soap and water.
Yep.
Wash it out. Leave the lid off to let the ball dry, and then you're ready for the next one.
Ready to go.
It worked extremely well. Do I like the flavor of avocado oil as
Not
much?
as much as butter.
No,
That's still
but
pretty good.
it's still okay.
Yeah.
So I'll probably be doing that. That was a weird segue into
Segue. Yeah.
that. Let's see. Bum,
My
bum,
hair's so weird
bum. Carrie says ghee is
Why is
shelf
your hair being
stable
weird?
since you can freeze it. Yes, ghee is shelf stable.
Yes.
2 Crazy Ketos are on. Speaking of 2 Crazy Ketos,
Oh, don't forget to go tune in to their channel on
This Friday.
the 11th, November 11th, Veterans Day. They're
Yeah.
going to be doing 11 hours on the 11th. So go tune
Yep.
in, say hi to them, make sure that you donate.
come say
to-
hi to us
Yeah.
because at a certain point during the
At
live
a time
stream,
we haven't disclosed to anyone.
yeah, Joe says we're not saying to anybody what time it's going to be.
Come say hi to us on Joe
Yeah,
and
we're going to
Rachel's
be
live stream.
on the live stream.
It'll be fun.
Also, Joe would like to point out that if you're a religious type, please pray that his internet works.
Oh, were you there when my dad was just talking to me just now?
No.
Okay, so my son came in and he says, I need to know someone who served in Vietnam. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure my dad served in
Oh, yeah.
Vietnam. And my kids are like, no, he's not old enough. I'm like, I think he is. So he showed up for dinner. Well, he showed up to bring our daughter a present. And we said, well, we're eating. And there happens to be 2 places set at
And
the
we've
table.
got-
And we have delicious beef ribs.
There were 6 beef ribs.
Yeah.
And seriously, no one ate more than half of one.
We couldn't.
It was nuts.
They were so big.
I ended up taking a half of
Like,
one
that
and cutting it into little squares.
That's the most meat I've seen on a beef rib.
And they didn't even finish, between the 2 of them, those
They didn't even
squares.
finish one half.
They didn't
with
even
the
finish
2
one
of
half.
them.
Because
Anyway,
it was
That's not my
filling.
point. The
No.
beef ribs were not my point.
Yes.
My point was I asked him about Vietnam, and he said that he was serving in Thailand at the time. And he said
in the Coast Guard.
in the Coast Guard, and he said he couldn't go out of the camp because every time I went out of the camp, I got attacked. He's like, I got stabbed
We're like,
and
wait,
shot
what?
at, and we're like, wait, you never told us this. He's like, oh, it was right here, you know. And I'm like,
Yeah, you remember that one time
Okay.
I got stabbed?
Yeah.
Dad, you've never told us about this. Oh, I'm
so
sure I've
I
told you
learned
about
something
this.
new about my dad today.
Yep.
Guess what? He's fine, so it's fine.
So there you go. Anyway, so yeah, be sure to join in with the 2 Crazy Ketos 11 on 11. They'll also be taking donations to benefit. I'm trying to
Is
remember.
it Wounded Warriors?
I think it's the Wounded Warriors,
Oh,
but
I can't remember.
please don't hold me to that. It could be a different
Yeah. To help
organization.
some veterans. How's
Yep.
that?
Yep, lots of people talking about different fats you can use. Judy says, I took my motorcycle in for storage today. Made me sad. Dawn in Wisconsin winters.
Oh, that is
Oh,
sad.
and Jackie says, just remember the like button. I'm slacking tonight.
I have missed the trailer a lot.
Our trailer?
Isn't this silly? This is really silly. So our trailer's in the shop because
The
it's
skylights
having
were
a
broken.
recall, right? And so we don't need it this summer. It's overtime. Stop it. Summer's over, so we put it in the shop to get it fixed, and we'll get it whatever, and it doesn't matter. But I just bought myself. Chris bought me for my birthday a new pan set. The ceramic pans, right? They're so cute. They're pink. I love them so much. But I got them for the trailer because they don't work as well on an induction cooktop, and that's what we have in the house. And I love the ones I have in the house also. But I've been cooking so many eggs lately. And when I do eggs after eggs after eggs in the same pan, it doesn't work as well as if you just do a couple of eggs and then wash it right after. Like it just gets harder to clean every time. And so every day I think, I'm gonna go out in the trailer and get that other pan. I'm gonna go out in the trailer and get that pink pan.
Those stainless steel pans will be nonstick if you heat them up properly and put enough oil on them.
I know. You mean butter?
Yeah,
It's good for the first batch.
but you're missing it, huh?
It really is.
Bertolo Paint wants to know, will orange cream come back? So if you
Eventually.
go to the orange cream page, it does talk about the bulk meals are of seasonal flavors, are only available in the spring and summer. And down here at the bottom, it says this is a seasonal flavor and is only available in the spring and summer. And we do have an information page
Yes.
that gives
Oh, so many words.
so much information. But here you go to orange cream.
Nope.
And you'll notice this is the single meals,
Look
and
at the
this
little
is the
plant. That's so
yeah,
cute.
it's seasonal. So yes, it will be back in the springish.
Yes, I like orange cream.
Best says, have you ever offered a peppermint flavor?
Oh, doesn't that sound
No, but you
good?
can add it to the vanilla.
I actually
says I
got
love
a ton
peppermint
of
over the
peppermint
holidays.
flavors. Like I got the huge bottle,
Yep.
and I still have never used it.
Linda likes a straight peppermint flavor too.
Oh yes. Oh, and Beth was saying I vote for a straight coconut flavor. Beth, grab the vanilla and throw coconut oil in it, and it'll
Use
taste.
unrefined coconut oil or coconut manna, which is basically like
Coconut manna
peanut
was a little
butter
bit
made out
harder.
of coconut.
Use the coconut oil. It's easier.
Yep.
But you have
Carrie
to melt
says,
it.
I'll be there on the 11th after work. Nice. Annabelle says, Annabella says, I think I'm going to try bacon fat and banana keto chow. It seems so wrong that it might actually turn out good.
Right? Tell us what you think.
Tigger Keto says beef ribs, yum.
Yes, it was
And
so good.
okay, so I went to Costco, and they just had them sitting there in the meat case, and I was like,
What? Miriam's
so I'm
gonna
buying
flip.
that.
I put it on the smoker all by myself.
Yes, you did. What else did I buy? Oh, I bought pork belly.
And I
at the same
scraped
time.
off the stuff like a good wifey.
Brittle Paint says, I'm totally going to try almond extract in the chocolate.
Do it, yeah.
Lori says, hey, if everyone needs a happy pick-me-up, check out Two Crazy Kilos Instagram each day, and Rachel's dancing.
I know.
We'll put a smile on your face.
Their challenge this month is to dance to a song every day, and that's so cute.
And it is Wounded Warriors. We got it right. Good job.
Yes.
Linda says, I just finished a black licorice keto chow.
Oh, that sounds good.
Annabelle says, I was really down yesterday and watched Rachel dancing. It made my heart glad.
Isn't that the best?
There is a kindergarten class that recorded motivational messages. There's a
listened to
phone
it
number
today.
you can call, and you select which
It's like,
option.
if you're having a bad day,
They'll just
And
give you words
the
of
little
encouragement.
kids are like,
You're
what do they say?
okay.
yo,
You're
bro,
great.
you got this.
Yeah, it's
so
really
cute.
funny.
Like, wow, some of them don't sound like kindergartners. They have really
Yep.
old voices.
Let's see. Annabelle says pink is my favorite color.
The pans are so cute.
Trina
my
says, I
gosh.
just got the email about net carbs.
Oh, cool. Thanks.
LaShawn wants butter pecan keto chow.
Oh, butter pecan is so yummy.
See, I'm not really a pecan fan. Pecans are okay. I don't like walnuts because they give me canker sores.
Yeah.
But I consider pecans a waste of perfectly good calories, and I'd rather have
But
any other
pecan
nut.
pie.
No. Anyway, Beth says, sounds good. I will be getting a lot of extract flavors and mixing with vanilla keto chow.
Yeah.
Good to see you, Beth. Linda says, yeah, better pecan keto chow. Carrie got a beef rib through the computer screen.
Yeah.
Blurderless Paint says, love the orange cream.
So good.
Serena says, let me find the number. Hold up. Right. Sonia says, I love peppermint, but it sends me down a rabbit hole. I start envisioning peppermint
Yeah.
patties.
Yes.
And Beth is apparently going to buy all of the available orange cream when the springtime comes.
Perfect.
Let's see. Annabelle made peanut butter biscuit cookies today. It's just peanut butter, sweetener, and an egg and vanilla.
how
Okay, so like a fat
yummy.
bomb sort of thing.
Yeah.
I had chocolate chips and used some
Why
raspberry
am I
jam.
not eating that?
Nurse Cindy had some peanut butter things that she made
I'm totally down.
when we were at Ketopalooza.
KetoCon or Keto
Ketopalooza.
Oh yes, we ate them. Oh yeah, we
Yeah,
ate
they were
those.
good. Rose Paint says, now I need to get vanilla and coconut manna. So there you go. Let's see. Jackie says, I don't think you could pay me to try black licorice. Scared. Hashtag scared by jelly beans. Scarred by jelly beans.
I love black licorice.
Serena says, agreed, Chris. Not a big pecan fan, right? Dennis says, avoid black walnuts. You may be scarred for life. Yeah, I just don't do good well with walnuts at all.
At all.
Now, a user on the Keto
Walnuts
Chow
are my
Facebook
favorite.
support group said, I've heard xanthan gum is not a good ingredient to put in our bodies. Is this true?
Well, I think it's fine. I don't think it's not.
So a lot of times you'll see unsubstantiated information on the internet. It goes back to my favorite quote from Abraham Lincoln. The problem with quotes on the internet is you can never tell if they're real or not.
I'm sure he wrote that.
Yeah, he totally wrote that. I saw it on the internet. Anyway, I did research this a bit, and I don't know where these experts are getting their information that xanthan gum isn't good for you. There was a study that showed that 10 to 13 grams daily cause no adverse effects whatsoever. This was a scientific controlled study where they did
Because
a
they were worried
control.
about it?
Well, they just wanted to see.
Yeah.
So, anyway, so is xanthan gum bad? No. Is there a lot of it in Keto Chow? Actually, no, there's not.
Yeah, it's not that much.
No, there's a lot of
We
acacia
could probably
gum.
take it
but
out. if
we
wanted
probably
to.
could, but the problem is
Just need that
it
extra.
having the little teeny bit in there does give Keto Chow a lot of good thickness that a lot of people like. In fact, people get really upset when they're like, I mixed up Keto Chow with butter instead of heavy cream, and it's not as thick, and I don't like that. And so you can add some gelatin.
Yep.
Janet used to eat black licorice jelly beans. Bridget wants to know, are we going to KetoCon? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
We
we
always
are.
go to KetoCon.
We
is really
already
fun.
have our booth.
Yeah. Did we get a double again?
Yes. And we got a double booth for Low Carb Denver.
Yes, Denver.
They didn't offer that, but they
said,
sent
"I
out
would like it."
They said, hey, we're looking for vendors, and we signed up immediately, and then they lowered the price. And they're like, so we lowered the price. I'm like, just give me a double booth. They're like, okay.
Oh, totally. Down for that.
Beth wants to buy a butter pecan. I mean, Bird Loves Paint wants to buy the double butter pecan as well. LaShawn loves black jelly beans. See, I like it too. I like it. Serena says, Abe Lincoln, man before his time, right?
Right?
Let's see. Sonia says, some people think vanilla is boring, but it's the most versatile flavor because there's so much you can do with it. That and the cookies and cream.
Yeah.
So, let's see. Annabelle says, I'm not a fan of licorice. Pineapple Keto Chow would make me go to heaven. We do have the pina
Ooh.
colada, but that's a
Yeah.
pineapple and a coconut
Yeah.
together.
But it tastes good with coconut oil.
Yep. Exposing Darkness says, do you know if sucralose is bad in hot items? So there is some research that shows when you heat, okay, so really short. Sucralose is made by taking sucrose, which is a glucose and a fructose, and then you add a chlorine onto it. The same chlorine you get from sodium chloride, which is salt. By doing that, all of a sudden now it is really, really sweet, like 600 times sweeter. If you heat that, the chlorine can pop off. And that chlorine can react with other stuff. If you don't heat it, no, it doesn't pop off. There is some research that shows that heating sucralose a lot can cause other reactions, but there isn't a lot of research on what exactly happens with it and whether or not it would be bad.
Okay.
I personally, the amount of sucralose that's in a serving of Keto Chow, to me, is not concerning, and so I continue to use it. If that is of concern to you, then I wouldn't recommend heating it above, I think it's
120 degrees?
no, it's 250 degrees
Wow.
Fahrenheit to cause the change to happen.
Okay, you just happen to know that out of your brain?
Yeah.
Because you looked it up.
Oh, and Heather said George Washington said not to believe Abraham Lincoln.
Hi, Heather.
Wow. Let's see. Bertolus Paint says my husband says they want butterscotch.
Okay,
Annabella says,
butterscotch sounds good.
I only add 1 cup of water into my Keto Chow to make sure it's thick.
I've blended butterscotch for a long time too. Butterscotch and chocolate toffee. Mwah.
Now, to me, the chocolate toffee tastes like butterscotch.
And
but
chocolate.
Beth wants butterscotch as well. Jackie says,
Yeah.
even as a kid, I always loved butterscotch. I actually did too. I really love the hard butterscotch candies. Serena says, so it stays the same in coffee. Yeah, unless you are, coffee doesn't get hot enough to, or rather, water can't get hot enough to change sucralose, is my understanding.
There you go.
Let's see, Exposing Darkness says, yeah, a very small amount of sucralose goes a long way. I don't think I will need to worry about it. We did have a question. An Amazon customer
Okay.
messaged us and says, why is the price of Keto Chow so much higher on Amazon?
I'm sorry it stinks. It's because Amazon charges us a lot to put it there, and so we just priced it higher to make up the difference.
Yep. It costs more to sell stuff on Amazon is the simple
We don't want it
fact of
to cost more, but we just still need to be able to pay for our employees
Yep.
and all the things. So
Yeah, that Prime shipping isn't free. And the interesting
somebody
thing
pays for it.
Amazon charges 15% whether they ship it or whether we ship it.
Yeah.
And that's so that they can pay the Amazon affiliates in addition to running their whole thing.
Yeah.
So just buying it off Amazon costs 15% more. So we price it about 15% higher on Amazon. It's unfortunately, but hey, there you go. Linda says, I like gingerbread and now found out I like eggnog. I walk by all the
Yes.
fridges at stores and see the high carb eggnog. I'm okay with that as long as I can make an eggnog Keto Chow at home. Hey, there you go. Serena says, it's 4 degrees here. Wow.
Cool.
That's chilly.
That's cool.
So let's see. We wanted to remind people about the 2 Crazy Ketos, 11 on 11. That's
We
happening
did
this
that.
Friday. We wanted to remind people about the meetup. I'm probably
Meetup?
going to be scheduling the live stream for Steve from Serious Keto and Amy Berger. And one of the interesting things, I don't know if we've announced this, Steve from Serious Keto, he is kind of going down the rabbit hole and he read Amy's book, End Your Carb Confusion.
He's so cute.
And he's really looking forward to, he's like, so can we just do like a 15-minute presentation each, and then I want to sit down and chat with Amy
In front of everybody.
in front of everybody and
Sounds
talk
like a
about
cool
stuff.
idea.
Talk about like practical keto and all that other stuff. I'm like, that sounds like a cool idea.
That is
So
a cool
we're
idea.
really looking forward to that. But yeah, I'll probably be scheduling the live stream for that in a day
Couple
or
of
two.
days, yeah. So,
So
if you
that-
see it, it'll be
yeah.
a placeholder.
Annabelle points out it's hot here. I've got air conditioning. Well, that's what happens when you live on the wrong side
would
of the
you go
earth.
outside for me and feel the sun?
Okay, and yeah, eggnog is gone.
Yeah.
Pumpkin is almost gone.
Almost
that was
gone.
the. Darlene is here. Says I love Keto Chow. I made pistachio ice cream for lunch today.
Yummy.
All right, well, I think we're going to hop off. We've been on for exactly 1 hour and 3 seconds, so...
Wow, wow, wow.
Okay. Did you want to say anything else? Other than wow, wow, wow?
Just listen to November Rain today.
So it was raining all day. And I kept going up to people and I was like, boy, you know that rain outside, you know what kind of rain that is? And they'd be like, no. I'd be like, it's cold.
November rain.
And it's November rain. And they're like, are you serious right now?
Are you 12 right now?
Yes, I am. All right. Well, you all have a fantastic night, and we will catch you later. Bye.